became a salesman.
Okay.
After I graduated from university, I joined uh, PepsiCo, and I become a salesman.
Okay, so that was your first job was right out of university.
Yes.
Okay, okay. My first job was when I was 14 and I worked at a restaurant. I used to make noodles. Yeah, it was good. It was good, you know, as a child, learning how to make money and how to spend it. It was interesting. Yeah. Here, do a lot of young people have jobs when they're in high school, a part-time job, just for a little bit of money in Vietnam?
I don't think so. In Vietnam, the the younger people stay stay with the parent with their parent, and very hard if they still in high school and working together you know, to find some job in when they still high school.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's true. Yeah. And same with India. First of all, younger kids don't want to work. They don't want to work because they live with their parents. Their parents give them money. And studying is very intense. Like in Canada, high school is not that intense. It's hard, but it's not difficult. But here I see even younger kids, the education is quite difficult and it takes lots of hours of studying. So I don't think they could have a job even if they wanted to have a job. Hmm. So then what about your second job? So you had your first job, and then when did you decide to have your own business?
Uh, no, I still the same responsibility, but I got another company, and I'm still a salesman
Mm.
in a long time. After that, I have an opportunity when I complete with a higher position in that company, and long time about 2 years later,
Mm.
I become to my province and started with my own company.
Oh, okay, nice. So you started young.
I don't think so.
It is quite young, you know. Sometimes people get like 10 years of experience and then they will start about taking the risk of having your own business. But you did a good job, I think. Okay, so we will start with our first question. Did you ever complain about your current job, your boss, or your salary, or your coworkers?
The when I think I rarely complain about my job uh, because I work for myself. So I sometimes I just complain about my staff when they did not focus on their job, and almost time I think the most thing I really I usually to complain is my cash flow, and that's it. I rarely complain about my jobs because I really like that. Sometimes I complain about my staff and my money. That's it.
I complain about my job all the time. Even at the job, I complain. Sometimes I complain about my colleagues. You know, sometimes you need help and they don't help you, or they're talking in the hospital and you need help. But overall, my team is very good. They're very helpful, and you know, if you need to learn something new, they never say, "Oh, I cannot teach you," or "Go ask somebody else." Every time you have a problem, they're always willing to help you. So my team is very nice, and I'm so new and inexperienced compared to them, but they're still always like, "It's okay, you will learn. We didn't learn before. We didn't know that. With time, you will learn." So it's very nice. And okay. So what is the most important thing when you choose a job?
I think in the first time when I graduated, uh, I focus on I think money. If I want if I want to find a job at that time, uh, and I think I want to after money. I think the experience when I work for one company is so very important for me. And I think I just focus on two things: money and experience in job when I choose a job.
But do you not look at hours? Um, for example, for me, when I first graduated, I just wanted a job because I had student loans and I just wanted to make money. I didn't have money. So I did not think about anything. I just said yes to the job. But now I think about it, and I think that now I have more experience, and I want to choose the hours. I don't want to work for 12 hours. I don't want to take my job home. And I want to be off with my family on Saturday and Sunday. I want to be at home. Right now, I don't have that. I have a shift work. So you don't think about the hours when you're picking a job?
In the first time, I did not care about how many time I have work a day. I have to do a day. Because at that time I think I really young and I want uh, to do everything with my best. So the how many time in the day not problem with me. And even if today also I don't I also think uh, how many how many time in the day for a job not problem with me. I can do 8 hours or 12 hours. Everything's okay. But I think when I start my own business, I have more time for myself and my family, especially if it Saturday or Sunday. I think so.
And some people in Canada, because it's snowing in the winter, they also care about the location. So if it's too far, and if you're driving for 45 minutes or 1 hour every day and it's snowing, so they don't want to do that because you might get into an accident. So that is something else that people care about. They want to get a job that is close to their house so they don't have to drive so much every day, and they don't want to get into an accident because it does snow and it makes the roads very slippery. So we think about that too.
I think nowadays with the internet become popular and easy connecting with other people on the world, and especially when you speak English very well, I think that is the worst way for you can stay at home with your
Yeah,
family and also still earn money.
yeah.
And there are many other way for you can earn money. I don't know how about you in Canada, but in Vietnam, uh, nowadays there are many people always stay at home with her kids or her family, and she still earns so much money by Facebook and many other way you can learn, and you still stay at home. I think so.
Yeah, these days, lots and lots of people, even in Canada, like making YouTube videos, they are selling products from their house, or they're providing classes from their house, and they are helping other people with dieting and exercising, losing weight. So many people do things at home and they're making lots of money. Yeah. And I think you're having your own business is the best way to have the freedom to be with your family. Otherwise, you just working for somebody else so they can spend time with their family, but you are working. Yeah. Okay, we go to the next question. What is the difference between job and a career?
So I want to hear you first. What do you think about different job and career?
Um, Job, I think job is just something you're doing because you need to pay the bills, you need money. And like me, I just said yes to my first offer because I needed money. That's my job. But career is something that you want to develop, you want to do it, and you want to put in the time and advance yourself. So career takes many years, like 5 to 10 years, because you keep building, you keep learning, you keep changing jobs, so you can get to a position where you are satisfied and you like it. But job is just something you need to do in that time, and you can love it. Like some people love their jobs, and sometimes they do it for the rest of their life and they make it into a career. But some people want something more than just money. They want some other kind of satisfaction from their job, so that's their career. What do you think?
Yes, I think job is just for we can earn money, and maybe I can change this job and instead by another job. But career is uh, including job plus my passion, and is I can't forget that even if I sleeping, and I think it's follow me whole life. I think so.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's something that you will work for the rest of your life. You will think about it all the time, and you will work harder and harder. You will put more effort into your career than you do in a job. So, Cam, do you find that you work harder for your job, or do you work harder for your own business? Good morning. How are you guys?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How
Great.
are you today?
Good. Just waiting for you guys. We haven't answered any questions. Me and Cam just sitting like this for 20 minutes. We're just staring at each other. Okay, Cam, do you want to answer the question? You work harder for your job or you work harder for your business?
I think I never feel I have to do anything so hard. No, I think so. And uh, when I become an employee and when I become a boss, something like that, I feel they are not different if someone else said you must more do everything when you become a boss, and if you want to mm, I don't know how can I say, but I think not different when you become a employee and when you want to become a boss. I think so.
Well, Cam, you are very nice, because most people, they work harder for their own business. But if they go to a job and they work for someone else's company, they don't work as hard, because they think that I can do less and still get paid. Whereas for your own business, you have to work hard if you want to get paid. So many people I see that they work so much for their business. Even at the job, they're thinking about their business, they're doing things for their business, but they don't care that much about their job. They're not very passionate.
I think I saw one problem when in many other employee, maybe they working not hard, but in their life they always complain about everything. When you stay at office, they never try with their best, and maybe they don't like that, but uh, they just want to earn money and not take care so much about their job. So that's problem is when I think when they never try with their best. I think that is problem when they become home. They never to talk uh, anything with the wife, because everything with he or she in job just a complaint and nothing more. But when I want to when I start with my own business, I always to thinking so much about everything in my job all day. Sometimes my wife complains so much about me when I not focus on her her thing, and that's a problem with me. But all the time, I always feel happy and satisfied with my job. So that's why I think the passion really important in job, and when I work everything with my passion, I think that is the good way keep me balanced in uh, in my life. I think so.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think work ethic is something that not a lot of people have. Every time they talk about their job, they just complain. They go to their job, they don't do a good job, and they just want to be lazy. They want to sit there and they don't want to do their job. And then they're complaining all day. And sometimes I think, I'm like, then why do you come here every day? If you're just going to complain, you come here every day just to complain. You should just go home or change your job. But they don't even do that. They are too lazy to change their job, but they will come every day to the same place and complain about it. Should we ask Ty how he feels? Ty, what was your first job?
Yes. My turn. My turn. Did you ever complain? I never complained about my job because most of the time I worked as a salesman. My salary, my income is my commission, not salary. So when I worked not effectively, I get a few money. So that is my that is my mistake. I need to find out a solution, and I cannot complain to anyone. I think so. Complaint doesn't make your problem better, and the only thing you do is to find out a solution. And I think solution. I think every problem has solution for sure. So that's why I don't complain anything. Yeah, that's my idea.
Okay, thank you. Ty, you're a very nice employee. I was telling Cam that I complain about my job all the time. 12 long hours. Yeah, but I like my job, but sometimes we get the same patients all the time. So they will smoke, or they will drink, or they will do drugs, and then they get very sick. Then they come into the hospital and we help them so much. It's for free. So we help them, you do everything so they will get better. They go outside and 2 days later, they're back with the same problem. They did drugs again or something. So sometimes it's very heartbreaking to take care of people that do not want to take care of themselves. So it's hard. Yeah. Okay, Mary. Mary, what was your first job ever?
Yeah. My job now is the first job I have. I have never complained about my job, my current job. The first, I have the low income because it's normal, because for the new employee we need to pass some to start. So the first is the low income, but I think I have to try to get some more experience. And in my work, I made some conflict with my colleagues, but I think it's the disagreement can help us to get some better idea, improve our productivity, and understand each other. So with this conflict, I usually talk with directly with my college about the issue to discuss, and truly listen to and consider the positive thing that they comment. So I think that is normal when we work with the complex relationship in our work. And now I think everything is simple with we think about it, and we work ethic. So because we put the outcome of the work the first. Yeah. So now I have I never get difficult in our work. Yeah. So I satisfied with all I have now. Yeah.
So when you started, it was you were just a new graduate, and then slowly you built on your profile, and you kept going to school. That's really good. Good for you. Daisy, your turn. Can you tell us a little bit about your first job ever?
My first job. What's about my first job? Sorry, because I'm a little Leslie, so I cannot catch your conversation.
No, that's okay. I'm just asking you, what was your first job ever? Like mine, my first job was when I was 14 and I worked at a place called Walkbox, and I was cooking and cleaning dishes there.
Yes. Yeah, and my first job is when I was in university. I remember it's last year in the university, and I joined to be a salesman in a nutrition company. It's about I worked about 1 year, and I think it's a good time for me to learn to become a salesman, and and I remember I have a good manager. She support me a lot and teach me a lot. But when I complete my I mean when I have a certificate from my university, I leave this job and find another job with higher salary. Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Okay. And do you ever complain about your job?
Yes, I do, because sometimes me and my manager have different ways to solve the problem, and I feel she just judged me, and I feel demotivation. So I complain with my best friend, or sometimes in the idle talk, we complain about we have a lower salary compared with the same class company. I think it is normal because it is the issue we miss in the day, and sometimes complain help us become more comfortable, de-stress, yes, and have more energy for the next time. Yeah.
You know, yeah, I agree. We were talking about how some people complain all the time about their job. Just every day they come to work and they're complaining all the time. But some people, I think it's good to complain, not all the time, because that is not productive at all. But complaining is good because then you find people that are also feeling the same way. Because sometimes I'm at my job and I'm like, oh my God, like I am so stressed out. Does anybody else feel that way? So, you know, I find people that I can relate with. And if we don't complain about things, we cannot recognize them as a problem and we cannot solve them. Sometimes we need to complain about things so we can say, yes, everybody's experiencing the same thing. This is a problem. We need to do something about it. So excessive complaining is bad, but some complaining I think is okay because it brings the whole team together and you want to solve the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And I think sometimes when I complain with with someone, they can give me the good advice. Yes, and it makes my feel become better. Yeah.
So we were talking about a job and a career. Do you guys know what the difference? Me and Cam discussed it. The difference between job and a career. Ty, what do you think?
Yes, I think a career is a series of jobs, and your career has many jobs. Example, when I was graduated, I was a stock uh, broker. After that, I was a real estate broker, and I have many different jobs, and my career is all of my job. I think so. Job is smaller than career. Career is a series of your jobs. I think so.
Okay, thank you, Ty. Mary, what do you think about a job and a career?
Yeah. I think that a job can be just going to work and earn a paycheck for someone, and a career is a journey that include all the job experience and training to in the same field to get a goal. And the career is a long-term goal. They people can do and pass some job to get the career, to get their career. Yeah. So the difference between the job and the career is your attitude. Is your attitude. Yeah, I think that.
Interesting. You guys have a lot more interesting things to say. When me and Cam discussed it, we talked about something else. Okay. So Daisy, what is your opinion?
Yes, because I searched from internet about difference between job and career last night, but I find I mean the difference between job and career depend on your attitude, and depend on the personality to assessment. And on job can deserve your best efforts, and it will provide experience and learning to your future. So I think it not very different between the job and career. Because if you do best in your job now, it will make your career. Maybe your job now is your career too. If you define it is your career. Because maybe some people just only have a job for own life. So we don't say they don't have a career, because they have a job they have a passion to job, they love their job. It not means they don't have career. Yes, it's my opinion.
Okay, thank you, Daisy. I think we talked about something similar, me and Cam, and something a little bit different. We talked about how your job is just something that you might just say yes to because you need money and you need a job, you know. You go and you need to pay the bills and it gives you money and you're doing the job. But if you are passionate and you want to pursue a career, you put more effort into it, you go get more experience, you go get more education, you talk to people about it and you build on it, and slowly in 5 years or 10 years you have your career. And I think Cam talked about passion. Cam, do you want to share what you shared with me about job versus career?
Maybe I want to ask you one question after I will answer. So, do you think your current job is a job or a career, Mary?
Can you repeat the question?
Do you think about your current job is a job for you earn money, or that's the career?
Yeah, I think I just told that it depends on your attitude. But when I do the job, but I have because some my friends, they do the job, but they only stop on the finish her job, and after that they come back the her home, and they do everything for their children, and they do not do not learn more about their career, do not spend more time to their passion in the job. And I think it's just a job. And with my job, if I want to, if my job is my career, I think I have I do it with my passion, spend time to learn more about it, spend time to create it to be better, and get some more enjoy. And I think it's some different between that. So and now my job is my career, but I think I have to spend more knowledge, more time to build it, to get successful in the future. Yeah, that is my idea.
Okay, so now you have a career, and the next question is, if I pay more money than before and I can push you a higher level position in the other job, do you want to change?
I think it depends on that work. What is the work? Because it depends on my knowledge. I can do that work, because maybe it's the boring with me. So the first I will find out this is suitable for me, suitable with my knowledge, with my passion. If it's boring, I think the first I can get the money, and the second I can fulfill and and give you back the money. And the first is the passion, and the second is the working environment, and the third I will consider as the income. Yeah, it is my my thoughts.
Money comes third for her.
Yeah.
Not first, Cam.
Okay, maybe I think Mary, you have a good career. And how about time? Now, if I pay so much money for you and put you in a higher level position in the other job, do we want to change?
Yes, higher income.
So you will change the job, the current job if you get more money and get more higher position.
Um, I will change if it's suitable for my future goals. I will change.
I mean the higher position in the other job really different or current job, not related about knowledge in current job.
Yes, if my purpose is money, I will change to get more money.
Okay, so I think the difference between the job and the career is the problem is the money. When, in my opinion, when I just focus on money, I don't care so much about what I can do and what job I can do. I just focus on money, and I easy to change. But when I thinking about career, I will focus on one thing and how I can build that job with my best. And I want to show about my value with our society by my career. And I think that's a difference between the job and the career. I think so.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think so. A job you would solely do for the money, but career has many other different dimensions to it. It obviously it brings money, but it also helps society. But for me, it also is my self-worth, what I think about myself and how I feel. My job is just temporary, you know, I can change my job, but my career long term will decide how I feel about myself. If I feel successful, if I feel like I'm a good person or am I hardworking person, all these things I feel like in my career I will see and I will develop, and it's more valuable for my personal development and development of what is on the inside. So I think that also is a very big difference, because it's not something temporary, it's constant in your life, you know, and you keep building on it. So do you guys, what you're doing right now, do you love it? Do you have passion for it? Daisy, are you passionate about your job? So no amount of money can take you away from it.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, because sometimes I ask myself, what is my passion job? Sometimes I hope I have a, a coffee bar. I stay at home and cook and sell my dishes or something like that. So I don't know. This job now is my passion job. I'm not sure. Yes.
And that's okay. Sometimes you don't know your passion for the rest of your life. But that doesn't necessarily, we don't always have to have a job that we are passionate about, right? What do you guys think? You know, in Canada, there's a new trend where everybody talks about how you should only do a job if you're passionate about it. You only need to do it then. But the thing is, if you do a job that you're not passionate about, but it brings you money to pursue other passions. For example, you have a job at a bank and you don't like it, you hate it, but you go there because it gives you money, so you can go and paint. You can make paintings because it allows you to pursue your other passions. So many people are like, oh, you should only do a job if you're passionate about it. But I disagree. I think, yes, you should work hard and you should be respectful of your workspace and your career, what you're doing. But you don't necessarily have to do things that you absolutely love. And you know, one day I might love something and tomorrow I might feel bored of it.
Yeah,
because our passions change. We are always changing as human beings. We're so smart, you know, we keep changing every time time changes, a little situation in our life changes. So
yes.
yeah.
I agree because now I don't know what is my passion job, so I try to do best my current job.
Yeah, I agree. So what about you guys? Are you guys passionate about your jobs? Do you love your jobs? Ty.
Maybe yes. I love my job. Current job.
So
I have 3 things to consider to stop my job. Money. First, money. Second, experience. 3 is I'm interested in. If I have opportunity to get a job that have 3 things, is a perfect job. And when I choose this job for money, I will have a question, how much of money I can get and how long. If I choose the job for getting experience, I will question what experience I can get if I do that. If I choose the job for the thing I am interested in, I will question, is really the thing I'm interested in, or does it make me happy when do that? Yes. And now I have a job that only for money. Yeah. So I have the same situation like Daisy. I don't cannot find out my really passion in my career. I just do for money.
Okay, so Ty's passion.
I think it's okay.
Yeah,
No problem, because if we don't know what is my passion, we can try to do best your current job now because it's provide your money.
When I'm 20, I was a stockbroker, and I think this is my passion. And now I think it's not my passion, and I change.
Okay.
And I change.
Okay. Thank you.
Because at that time I can make a lot. I cannot make a lot money because the stock market is out and sideways. I don't have a lot of things to do, and I changed to real estate market, and I think this is not my passion because I easy to change my job. Yeah, I think so. And now I'm not a real estate broker. I do now I'm an investor, real estate investor. I rent a house and I buy furniture to decor and for rent after that. Not real estate broker, and I change I do many jobs only for earning money. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's practical. I agree with you. All the time, like in Canada, everybody told me that you should follow your passion, and I love nursing and I love being a nurse and I love helping others, but your passion is not necessarily something that is going to make you happy or give you job satisfaction. I do love my job, but it is very, very mentally draining. So then I think that, oh my God, this is my passion. I should love it. You should. But, after a while, that's not my passion anymore. I do like my job, but I don't know if it's my passion anymore because with time it will change. But I like what Ty, you said that with time your favorite thing has changed. First you do this and it gives you good money, so you like that, and then a few years later something else gave you money and that's what you like. So I think I agree with that. I think that storybook stuff about passion is good, but you don't have to necessarily have passion in your job. You can have passion everywhere else in your life. We are not just we only don't have one color and that is our job. We have many colors in life and we can be good at other things, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We have less than a minute, you guys. Should we start the next video?